Paying attention. That's Nightly News for this Thursday. I'm Tom Yamas. We thank you so much for watching. Tonight and always, we're here for you. Good night.
KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. Apply at matson.com and McDonald's of Guam. I'm loving it.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime.
The Attorney General is ramping up efforts to curb the island's junk car problem by threatening prosecution through the new Guam Bomb Busters program. I'm Mitsuki Hirayama with the story coming up.
And our island's culinary masters showcase their skills, demonstrating creativity and innovation at the annual Mailata Francesa event.
We take a look into Cosula's new location right by the Aganya Shopping Center, how it's different from its other locations, and the controversy behind its grand opening. I'm Don Sula with this story coming up.
Half a day, everybody. I'm Jason Salas. This is Primetime, and these are your top stories tonight. Well, grounds maintenance company Comfort Cuts is back in the spotlight in a separate government corruption case moving forward in Superior Court. After a grand jury returned an indictment against a Parks and Rec official, it comes a year after a KUAM News investigation first exposed the discrepancies in the contract and lack of maintenance being done at the Tiguac Cemetery. Here's Mitsuki Hirayama with the details.
A new government corruption case is moving forward a year after a KUAM investigation first exposed the discrepancies between a Parks and Rec contract with private contractor Comfort Cuts, whose owners are separately indicted in a federal pool fraud scheme. This as the Attorney General's office announced a Superior Court grand jury indicted Parks and Rec authorizing representative and certifying officer Christine Ockerell on Thursday.
The grand jury in Superior Court today returned an indictment charging Christine Ockerell with one count of tampering with records, public records, which is a third-degree felony, and 3 counts of official misconduct as a misdemeanor.
The case centers on DPR's contract with Comfort Cuts and ground maintenance for groundskeeping services at Tiguac Cemetery and PD. While A.G. Moylan says another media led his office to the investigation, we should note KUAM's news director, Jonah Gincharfris, first broke the story on July 2025, shortly after the federal pool indictment. Her investigation found Comfort Cuts was being paid double the amount of taxpayer dollars for maintenance work at the cemetery despite the same scope of work, and continued coverage throughout the following months exposed the deteriorating conditions at the PD cemetery despite Comfort Cuts being paid for maintenance. DPR terminated the contract in August 8, 2025, citing unsatisfactory services. Comfort Cuts is owned by Frankie Roslin and the Lieutenant Governor's sister, Charissa Tenorio, 2 of the 7 defendants indicted in a $1.9 million pandemic unemployment fraud scheme. Prosecutor Nicholas Ennis unable to say whether Tenorio and Roslin are persons of interest or potential witnesses to the case.
I can't speak on the current investigation. As Attorney Gayoso mentioned, we're still reviewing documents and still prosecuting any potential crimes that we may find. At this time, the only person charged in the indictment is Christine Ockerell.
But A.G. Moylan admits there are, quote, other targets in the investigation.
The defendant here has that presumption of innocence, but at the same time, we are using this as an opportunity to advise the public that this is an ongoing investigation, that there are other targets of the investigation.
He encourages officials within the Department of Administration, DPR, and even the private sector to come forward with information.
You're more likely to get a cooperation deal than if you make the government, the people of Guam, the taxpayers, have to spend the effort to track you down. And we will find you. This is not a difficult case.
AG's office emphasizes this is an active investigation. Meantime, the arraignment hearing is on September 10. Mitsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
And the island's elected AG is launching a new program called the Guam Bomb Busters in an attempt to curb the abandoned vehicles problem by throwing the book at violators. Once again, here's Matsuki.
But nothing has been done in 4 years. So what do we do as the AG's office? We got to figure out a way to, unfortunately, threaten these individuals that own these vehicles that think that they can just abandon them.
Attorney General Doug Moylan is ramping up efforts to bust those abandoning junk cars on public and private property. Approach. According to the AG's office, under Guam law, violators can face a third-degree felony, serve up to 5 years in jail, and face a $10,000 daily fine. Tampering with the car's VIN number to prevent identification can also lead to a third-degree felony and a 5-year jail time.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start gathering information on those vehicles, on who owns them, and charging them with felonies and misdemeanors. Part of this announcement today is to let the public know that we are going to have a short amnesty period. Anyone that has dumped their car in any part of Guam, and especially the mayors are aware of these vehicles, if they come forward to the Attorney General's office and identify themselves and where their vehicles are at, we will work with them without filing and taking their names before a grand jury.
The AG admits that the initiative will pull the office's already limited attorneys from other cases, but says the public health concern warrants it. Moylan critical over efforts to clean up the island and rid it of these junk cars, noting some sit on top of Chamorro Lantra's property and pose a threat to Guam's aquifer, which provides 90% of our drinking water. It was a case in one Jigo neighborhood KUAM visited back in 2024 after a resident raised those same concerns, where junk cars lined the street as far as the eye could see. Another neighborhood in Dedado, also on CLTC property and above the aquifer, sparked the attention of the Guam Fire Department after violators burned junk cars at an illegal dump site.
So if they think they're getting away with getting rid of their vehicles at taxpayer expense, it's not going to work. Also, we all know that those vehicles, as they age and deteriorate and are left in the jungles, dump toxic chemicals into the water table, particularly down to the water table. And this is what is causing a greater concern for the AG's office, that we're poisoning the waterlands.
The AG says the last registered owner of the abandoned vehicle will be held responsible and charged. Matsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
28-year-old Stefan Camacho was convicted for his involvement in an armed robbery resulting in the death of a Korean tourist, with the AG initially seeking 52 years of imprisonment, in which the agency said 52 years reflected the seriousness of Camacho's choices and devastating consequences those choices caused. KUAM files show the tourist, Hei Jung Hwang, was visiting Guam in 2024 with his wife to celebrate his retirement. Let's move on our rundown now to business news as we take a look at Costuless, who has officially opened their newest store right at the Gannett Shopping Center. Don Salat was there and has this report.
After being on the island for over 30 years and having stores in villages like Tamuning and Dedido, Costuless has officially opened their newest location in the village of Aganya, right by the Gannett Shopping Center.
We knew it was time to reinvest in Guam because our stores in Guam, while they've served us well for 34 years, they're getting a bit older and not really keeping up with what we feel was needed for our customers.
The store's opening comes after a few years of development and planning next to the Gannett Shopping Center, with Governor Lulian Guerrero alluding to the people of Guam's excitement during the building's construction phase.
Believe me, people that travel to the south, travel to the central, watch this building go up every day. And they always say, when is Costuless going to open? When is Costuless going to open? So you have a very, very good partner and supportive community for your investments.
Part of what makes this location different from the other locations on island is how it has a larger produce section.
The new store is fit for purpose, as we would say, for our customers and what they expect of us. And when our customers look around the store, they'll see a lot more fresh areas in particular, so we've put a big emphasis on fresh meats, bakery, expanded produce sections, hot deli, cold deli, and so on.
Costuless President Kevin Proctor tells KUAM that this store is their largest one on the island, spanning 55,000 square feet. When asked what was some of the challenges they faced when building the new store, Proctor says,
"That's not an easy feat, that's not an easy achievement, so it just takes time." So we really didn't face significant challenges. You know, our team worked through any challenge we've had. When you do something like this, you always have challenges, no matter where you are in the world.
It is important to note that the opening of the store does come with some controversy, with Causules and their landlord, Agania Shopping Center, being in a legal battle against each other. Causules alleges that there are, quote, several outstanding issues with the landlord, end quote, including an issue with their loading dock. In a statement to KUAM, Causules says the dock, quote, was constructed by the landlord in a way that prevented the offloading of goods into the store, end quote. However, Agania Shopping Center says in part that they have, quote, fully performed its obligations under the lease and related documents, end quote. Agania Shopping Center, in a statement to KUAM, says that, quote, despite announcing its grand opening of its new store at the ASC's premises, COO refuses to pay any rent, end quote. For KUAM News, I'm Don Sulat.
All right, before we get to our first commercial break, we want to remind those of you into politics about tomorrow's Guam Women's of Chamber of Commerce Forum featuring congressional delegate and gubernatorial teams. Make sure to go check that out. Doors open at the Hyatt at 12 o'clock. Please stay tuned. We're back after this.
Let's do this. Pack the backpack. Fill the lunchbox. Cover the basics. Start new adventures. Whatever's on the schedule, Kmart has everything you need, all in one stop. Kmart, let's make a great school year.
My Pet Story is brought to you by our community partners, Raising Cane's, Guam Animals in Need, Milkbone distributed by PDC Wholesale, Pet Shippers Guam, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and the KUAM Care Force.
We are back, and by we, I mean myself and Janice Carrasco with another pet segment. This is super awesome.
I know, it's our last one though.
Oh no.
I know, but it's okay.
Love never ends.
I know. All month long, I have introduced you guys to stories of furry friends around the island and the people who lovingly adopted and fostered them, giving them homes, all the love. My series, My Pet Story, is all part of, again, NBC Universal Locals Clear the Shelters campaign, an annual nationwide pet adoption and donation campaign held each August. NBC and Telemundo-owned and affiliated stations partner with animal shelters and rescues in communities across the U.S. to promote pet adoption and raise funds for participating shelters. KUAM is proud to be a part of this initiative. So, shall we check out the last pet story?
We shall.
All right, let's go.
Hi, I'm Erica.
I'm Tommy.
This is Sage.
Sonics.
And this is our pet story.
So, Onyx, we got him when we were stationed in Minot, North Dakota, probably 2017 to 2019. He was about 10 months old, 10 or 11 months old, to be honest. It was pretty cool. First time I met him, I was sitting in a room and they opened the door and he just kind of ran up, jumped on my lap and just started, trying to give me kisses all over. And it was kind of like from that moment on, he kept giving me again. I mean, he was really good with our pet, that's a good thing.
Well, Sage, we just recently adopted from Jane. Essentially with her, we just saw a Facebook video that they posted that was absolutely just heartbreaking that she had been in the shelter for so long. And immediately after watching that video, I just turned to him. I'm like, well, we have a new dog now, so she's gonna be ours. One of the challenges, I guess, with adopting a dog is you don't really know much about their health conditions or their history. When we adopted Onyx, we didn't find out until the day we picked him up that he had epilepsy. So dealing with that, he's on medication that we have to give twice a day. So that's one thing that I guess with adopting a dog is you do have to think about that type of stuff, that type of commitment.
I would say if you're hesitant about adopting a dog, looking up, you can try to like foster one, but I think you're going to feel right away that you're gonna get that connection, and you're gonna want to just adopt it. Some of the best personality dog-wise that I've ever came across has been dogs from a shelter. So.
It would never be just a foster. It would always end up being a foster fail. And we have a limit right now to 2 dogs at a time. Otherwise, it would just be too much chaos.
Okay, even though this is the last segment for this series, the love between a pet and a happy family never ends.
That's right. Even though I am a little sad that it's my last pet story, however, I am excited to share with you guys that per Allison Hadley from Gain.
We love Allie.
I know. We love her.
Force of
She's
nature.
amazing, right? As of right now, they have adopted 95 pets this month. Isn't that amazing? And that's all because of you guys. She adds that Gain will definitely hit the 100 mark as a handful of pets are, going to get adopted by the end of this week. How amazing is that? So thanks all to you guys. That's kudos to you guys. And remember, clearing the shelters is not just once a month event. It's an everyday event where we can make a difference and give a pet a loving and well-deserved home. So don't forget to continue to do your part to clear the shelters. Follow Gain or Guam Animals in Need on Instagram and Facebook to learn more about opportunities to adopt or foster a pet in need. Well, that's a wrap for me. I'm officially off the leash.
Nice.
But I'm going to forget about work, and I'm going to call it a day. Get it? Forget. You got it?
Yeah.
Did you guys get it? I got it.
The wordplay is off the charts here, everybody. Thank you, Janice. Good job.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for doing your part. Take care. Many blessings to you.
My Pet Story is brought to you by our community partners, Raising Cane's, Guam Animals in Need, Milkbone distributed by PDC Wholesale, Pet Shippers Guam, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and the KUAM Care Force.
She is our newsroom's Energizer Bunny, no doubt there. All right, there's an opportunity for you, the community, us, the community, to get paid to help plant native trees to combat erosion and invasive species. Now, the Guam Department of Ag's Forestry and Soil Resources Division and Love Guam are hosting a tree planting event at the Gadao Plantation in Meleso on the 29th, that's tomorrow, to support landscape restoration. Stipends of $20 per hour are available for volunteers. You have to be a citizen over the age of 18 and complete a liability NW-9 form upon arrival. Glenn Takai at the agency highlighted the event as a community-driven investment in the island's future that restores watersheds, protects ecosystems, and builds resilience against invasive species. Christine Farron noted the planting species like Ifit, Niduron, and Talisay strengthens natural soil and native species protection. It's going to take place tomorrow, as I said, starting at 9 in the morning. They meet at the Gadao Plantation Trail on Route 4 down in the Southern Village. If you want to qualify for the stipend, you must sign in before 8:30 a.m. And for more information, contact the Forestry Division at 300-7977. Now, over at the Hyatt last night, the annual Maila Ta Francesa event was held to great success, showing off the most amazing array of culinary artists and their best dishes. This year celebrated the unique flavors of our agriculture and taste of our villages, featuring fresh produce. Additionally, aquaculture-raised fish was featured in the entrees, with the top masters bringing their artistry out of the kitchen and onto the table, creatively using ingredients, innovative techniques, and dazzling plating. The event highlighted the talents of the Micronesian Chef Association and the American Culinary Federation Guam chapter, with pros and students working side by side. Bon appetit to our foodie friends for a great and tasty event.
Now for a look at your world at home.
Here's a historic display of the World War II naval cannon situated on the cliffside of Adelaide Point.
Maniente estighi corazon Maniente purongu. Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa, count on me, count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Now it pays to spread the Better Together experience. With our brand new referral program, you can earn up to $150 in account credits for every referral you bring in. That's right, family, neighbors, friends, even your coworkers. Just pass them your account name and account number. When they sign up for Docomo Pacific service and drop your info, cha-ching! Credit applied. So spread the word and start stacking those savings. Additional conditions may apply. Docomo Pacific, we're better together.
Tonight's sports feature is brought to you by Cars Plus.
Wesley kicks out. Simon, big three. Oh, baby!
Outside hitter. Tourism, it's our #1 industry. As Guam's largest employer, tourism supports more than 50,000 jobs. In fact, 1 out of every 5 jobs is tourism related. Annually, tourism generates over $163 million in tax revenue. Without it, every household would pay an additional $3,700 per year. From real estate to retail, tourism has a positive impact on every industry, helping make Guam a better place to live, work, and visit. Support tourism. Brought to you by the Guam Visitors Bureau, celebrating over 55 years of tourism.
Freedom, that's a cheap thing. Freedom to ignore this, that's a cheap thing. Sacrificing facial hair to nature and involuntary blood donations, cheap things. No one signs up for an 800-pound bear chase, but if it happens, cheap thing. VIP parking, exfoliating, treating gravity like a suggestion, saying it'll dry. Free-range parenting, forgetting if that's a moose or an elk, all cheap things. Remembering without saying it, couldn't be more of a cheap thing. Sweating your tail off, freezing your tail off, an American saving another American's tail. Cheap things. Making a cheap vehicle for only people with cash like him? Not a cheap thing. Or confusing capability with unaffordability? No, not a cheap thing. Making adventure affordable? Now that's a cheap thing. So we're bringing you more cheap things this year, because cheap things should be everyone's thing.
Oh my god, that's my favorite one.
Foodie Call is served fresh, presented by Pepsi. Lunch, better with Pepsi.
Happy day, guys. Welcome back to another edition of Foodie Call. I'm Shaylee.
I'm Padme.
And we're back at Capital Kitchen to try out some of their buffet items.
Yes.
And I heard there's a lot of tomorrow items, Patty.
No, I'm so excited.
Me too. All right, we have our food. I'm ready, Patty.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
What should we have first?
Let's start with the soup.
The soup?
I feel like
good
we
soup.
have to start with the soup.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is like really coconutty and like really creamy.
This one has the imitation crab and it's like perfectly seasoned. Oh. Should we try the appetizers? Patty's healthy and got a salad. I wanted options. Mine is chamorro fiesta. So we got potato salad, chicken kelaguen, shrimp kelaguen, and then poke.
Okay. Let's try it.
The seasoning that they have in this, incredible. Okay, let's go try the chicken kelaguen. Oh, very lemony. Okay, so I got pancit, I got the grilled vegetables, which is like green beans and carrots, barbecue chicken, barbecue ribs, finger steak. I think you also got that.
I got that.
Fish sticks
with tartar
sauce. We're gonna try that together. And then matsitas. What did you get?
I got fish sticks, same as you. The barbecue, same as you. But instead of pancit, I got rice. Then I got red rice.
Yeah.
That's important. I got red rice. And then I also got fried chicken and then a California roll.
Cheers. The fish stick is like perfectly fried. And then the tartar sauce is like
very sweet and I like it.
Oh, she's already eating her rice.
Everything tastes better with red rice.
That's a good pancit right there.
What should we eat next?
The finger steak?
Cheers. You taste that flavor?
That marinade is good.
Whatever marinade they did, super good. Give this a 10 out of 10. Should we do a Pepsi break?
Brunch is always better with Pepsi.
Brunch, dinner, everything's better with Pepsi.
Cheers.
Cheers. Mine's so big.
It has that like smoky flavor that I love about barbecue. Like that's fresh.
That is a nicely made chicken barbecue.
Okay guys, this one is gonna be a first time for me. This is matsitas. And I thought it was fish, but it's ground chicken. So I'm gonna try it. Cheers. Whoa. Whoa.
How was it?
It has like a very donut spice where it's like it's in your mouth, sticks in your mouth. That
Amazing plate.
Yeah, both of it.
No worries.
Hattie, what did you get?
I got a chocolate cupcake and vanillas.
Diva. I also got vanillas, and then I got tres leche and latita. We're trying this first?
Yes.
Cheers.
So good.
While you're finishing that, I'm gonna try the latita. This one's like very cakey.
I have a chocolate cupcake.
And then I'm gonna try my tres leches. The custardy part of the bottom. Oh my god, that's my favorite one. This though, I could eat this for the rest of my life. Oh my god. All right, Patty. Everything was so good. We're gonna go finish it up and probably get some more seconds.
We're gonna get more.
We're gonna get more.
Make more of everything.
All right, and that's gonna wrap up another edition of Foodie Call. Thank you to Pepsi for sponsoring this segment, and thank you to Capital Kitchen for taking care of us.
Make sure to check them out on Instagram at Capital Kitchen for their hours, their new meals, their new deals, everything.
For the month of September, every Wednesday, every first 20 guests that dine in for our lunch buffet will get a free Pepsi.
And you can join us here at Capital for Rhythm and Brunch Halloween edition. Hey. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Foodie Call is served fresh, presented by Pepsi. Lunch better with Pepsi.
News Bites is brought to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, and Fresh Food Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas.
There's so many things to do here on Guam, and each one of them absolutely amazing. And I want you to consider making sure to go check out the Circle of Care. It is a wonderful, wonderful program from our friends at the Payless Community Foundation. They are exhibiting the range of services and networking opportunities and resources that if you or a loved one is on your cancer journey, if you're a caretaker, if you're a family member, if you're a patient, there are people that truly, truly care. These are compassionate, wonderful Guamanians, and they are showing you the full range of service in the Circle of Care. It's an amazing program. All right, the Relay Reunion is coming up. The Relay for Life is going to happen, and the theme this year is Reunion Guam style. You know, we love a good reunion here on the island. You see friends, you see classmates, you see family. You're omening like 1,000 people. And there are going to be a whole lot of people at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse because we will do laps to show our unified stand against cancer in our community. We share our love, we share our support, and we will see you there on the 19th from 4 to 8. What else we got? The 9/11 is coming up, everybody. And remember, this year, 2026, is the 25th anniversary of the September 11th attacks on America. And so a hero's run will honor, and this is by my friend, retired U.S. Air Force Major Josephine Blas. She's the ROTC instructor over at JFK. Absolutely amazing. I've known Joan a long, long time, and she is a true patriot, a true service person, and a portion of the proceeds will go to help the other organization that she leads, Autism Community Together. So please make sure to register for the 5K, and we will see you down there. All right, then we got some baseball coming up, and we have a doubleheader on Monday, so get up at 5 o'clock in the morning because the first pitch will be thrown out as the Mets host the Astros, and then the Cubbies at 9 a.m. host the Reds. Here are your birthday shout-outs for this weekend.
Happy birthday to Vaughn and Clinton Kenga. Happy birthday to you, and we love you dearly. May the Lord continue to bless, guide, and protect you. Always love Mom and the family. Lois Pangolin, and happy birthday.